Good old movies.
Let's go into movies.
We've got Guardians of the Galaxy 2. It's out.
It's out.
I've been looking forward to that for so bloody long. So we're going to have to do a commentary soon on that.
We have to do that, and we have to do Covenant.
Covenant will be paired up with the good old
bloody Covenant
Isolation. But
Covenant's out on DVD, isn't it?
Covenant's out on DVD, and I hear did mention it. Yeah, there's quite a lot. So we've got to watch that. We've got to watch that.
Stupid damn.
And then Guardians of the Galaxy 2 just I don't know if it's got delete. I know it's got bloopers, and then did you see this like David Hasselhoff video going around in there?
Yeah, Marvel released the full.
That was pretty awesome. So yeah, I'm looking forward to just watching it again. I'll wait until the commentary so it's nice and fresh again.
Yeah.
So because
we'll do it soon though. We'll do it soon.
Yeah. What else? There could be another 2 James Bonds with our friend Daniel Craig.
Well, as far as I knew, he had 2 more on the contract.
Really? Oh, I thought he was done after the last one.
He said he was done.
Yeah.
But his contract was 2 more.
Ah, okay.
But it was kind of the point where, like, he doesn't want to do it. Don't make him do it.
Here's a question. Do you want to see him do more? Or would you want to see, like, an Idris or just someone new? Tom Hiddleston or something?
I don't know what they're going to do with Craig because I liked... Casino Royale, and then the next one was kind of crap, and then
Consummate Sauce.
I like Skyfall, even though it's stupid.
Yeah,
I liked it just because it's stupid. I think that's why it's like Fast and Furious. I don't think when I watch it, like I don't care.
Okay,
looks nice.
Yeah,
but then the latest one, Spectre.
Yeah,
didn't like it.
No, Spectre was boring.
Yeah.
It was just boring for me.
Spectre was boring and annoying because it was all like, "Oh, but I'm your brother, James. Remember when my dad?" I was like. Who gives a shit? That's not James Bond. He's a spy who fights bad guys.
And they had what's your name as the bad guy in it, and it could have been
Christoph Waltz.
Yeah, so much potential there. As soon as I knew he was going to be the bad guy, I'm like, this is going to be one. You know.
And they just did a Star Trek too. It's like, oh, he's not Blofeld.
Yeah,
no, he is. He's Blofeld.
Ah.
It's like what? Spoiler alert. Fuck it. It's shit because it's a shit reveal and it does nothing. And I was like, can't believe. People are getting paid to write this shit.
I know. It's upsetting.
It's like
you're upsetting us.
It's like it's not Blofeld. It's not Blofeld. Oh, it's Blofeld. It's like, fuck off.
Yeah.
At least Dave Bautista was in that one. He was all right.
Oh, he was, wasn't he? Yeah.
But like they kind of made it so he's like James Bond is sad, and another spoiler: his girlfriend died.
They've gone through all
he's sad,
all the
and then he felt bad, and he tried to make it better, and he found out it was Spectre.
Yeah.
And then somehow or other, fucking Blofeld. Arranged the whole thing. He's like, when your girlfriend died, I was behind all of the sadness in your life, James. I'm like, why didn't you kill him? You fuck. It's like, it makes no sense. It's like he did everything. He set up all these things for the last 3 movies or whatever. It's like, just shoot him. Yeah. Because clearly you fucking hate him. You put him in a chair to cut his brain. Whatever. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want them to do that again. This whole, it's all connected and James knows him and they're all fucking old family and oh man, just thinking about that film pissed me off. I forgot how shit that was.
Sounds like you want to do a rant on it. So, or not a rant, but a commentary rant.
It's just ruined Bond in a lot of ways.
Right.
It's like just go on a it's like Mission Impossible. Just get a mission, finish the mission.
Yeah.
Move on.
There's nothing wrong with doing that. So it's okay if you link 1 or 2, but
that's what Casino Royale was in a lot of ways.
That was great. Yeah.
But then they made Casino Royale continue on.
It continued on with Quantum of Solace, didn't it? Yeah. So
Vespers, like killer and all. It's like fuck. Please just tell a fucking James Bond.
Yeah.
So if they're gonna give like I don't know because they're gonna have to kill the girl from the last one.
Who was it?
The French girl, Leah Seydoux.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Because now they're in love because he looked at her for 10 seconds. Whatever.
So she's going.
She has to die because you can't have Bond with a wife.
Yeah.
So it's going to be shit. It's going to be shit.
We know what's happening.
Yeah.
You've written it already.
Unless Christopher Nolan's directing it. That was a rumor.
Was it? Really?
It was.
Oh,
it was a rumor. It's still a rumor.
Okay.
But maybe he could do something with it. But he could do like a Batman Begins with it or something.
I think I read somewhere.
Start it again.
I think he wanted to reboot it, didn't he, or something.
Yeah.
So
which means new Batman or new
person.
There you go. So. Christian Bale. Christian Bale is Bond.
Boom. We said it. Said it
Idris,
here first.
I don't think Idris is going to do it.
I don't think he'll do it either.
Because I haven't seen it. I don't know. You haven't seen it. You don't watch movies. You hate movies.
No.
You hate fun.
I don't watch anything.
The Dark Tower came out.
Yes.
Got shat on.
I know.
And I know people. I'm cool. They're on Facebook. They're not my real friends. I don't have real friends. They like Stephen King. They've read those books.
Sure.
and they went seeing their posts like it's very disappointing.
Oh yeah.
And then like they said it's disappointing if you're a fan of the books, and it's a disappointing movie. It's just a bad movie.
Disappointing.
So like
indeed.
this idea of like trying to start a franchise.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Not happening. So in terms of like taking away from talent, and you just look at money, Idris's movie did not do well.
Right.
Are you going to risk sticking him in James Bond?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Following up with that,
like it's not like, I know everyone's like, oh, you should get a black Bond or you should get a woman Bond. It's like no one gives a shit in Hollywood. They care about money.
Yeah.
Idris's last movie did not make money.
So yeah, you don't want to follow it up with a James Bond.
Whereas you look at,
I don't even think he'd do it anyway. No. I don't think he's interested. So.
What's her name? Charlize Theron, her new movie, Atomic Blonde.
Yeah,
heard that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But like she got that movie because her last big movie, Mad Max.
Yes,
had money. That's how it works. It's like just make money. No one gives a shit.
She was badass in Prometheus as well.
And Prometheus,
so, yeah. So that's basically the female, not Prometheus, but Atomic Blonde, the female version of
John Wick.
Isn't it? So it looks pretty badass. So,
but I don't know what they're gonna do with Bond. I don't know if I don't want a female Bond just to have it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I hope they don't go down that route.
Because that, like, I know everyone's shooting, oh, we've got a girl Doctor Who. I don't give a fuck about that because I don't watch Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And even then, as far as I understand, the whole Doctor Who mythology is Doctor Who dies and then regenerates in a new body.
Yeah, so it could be whatever it wants. Yeah.
There's been 13 of them now.
Yeah.
So the Bond thing, though, is kind of, how are you going to do that? Like, how are you going to make a Bond a girl?
A girl, right.
Like, I can understand you kind of want to have, like, oh, there's some kick-ass women who could do it.
Sure.
But Bond is a guy. He's always been a guy.
I know.
He was written as a guy.
That's how it was written, yeah. So.
It's like when people say, oh, why is Marvel's all their heroes white guys? Like, because they were written by white guys in the 60s in New York.
Yeah.
They weren't written by black guys. And I get that. Like, I understand that. That's why there's no white guys, because there was no black guys or white women writing it. But at the same time, you're not going to help things by changing a character that's already what they are.
Yeah.
Because then it doesn't do anything for you, because you're not making a brand new character, which is why Black Panther's going to be awesome.
He was always written.
He's always going to be the king of Wakanda.
Yeah.
So you're going to have this character introduced, and everyone's going to, this is cool.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like, I can't believe they changed Captain America to a black guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's not. I know it's like a weird, touchy subject. Like, oh, we've got to have more representation. Yeah, I'm all for that, because you get better characters, better movies, better talent. But making Bond a girl doesn't help. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't help anything.
Just because that's the thing to be doing.
Yeah,
it's like nah.
Because you'll never satisfy anybody.
Yeah.
Like
you'll let down like the fans and stuff like that. More than gain fans. I think so. Because
Bond is a prick. He is. He goes around. He sleeps with women. Yeah. Generally, they die.
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna do that with a woman thing? Because then they'll be like, well, it's just Bond with no penis.
Sounds like Atomic Blonde.
Yeah, like that's the thing. You make a brand new movie. That's what I'm saying. She got her own movie because that's the way to do it. Don't just remake what's already been done.
Yeah.
I hate remakes. It's just lazy. It's so lazy. Reboots, remakes.
Yeah, but rebooting with someone like Idris would probably be okay. I don't know.
But the thing about Bond is he's never been cast from well-known. I think Idris is a little bit too well-known.
Yeah, because even Daniel Craig, he was in like Layer Cake and a couple of other films.
Yeah. But before that, it was Brosnan.
Yeah, he wasn't like that big, was he?
No. Because it's like you don't want to cast Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah. Because everyone's like, why is Leonardo DiCaprio in this movie?
Yeah.
You want someone no one's heard of.
Yeah, I agree with that, yeah.
So I don't think it would be any of the names that get thrown around. I don't think it'd be Tom Hiddleston or Idris Elba. It'll be like somebody blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I kind of hope it is, to be honest, as well. Like, he's been in a few films. We might have seen him as something in the back. Yeah. Not as like a main actor, but it's like, boom, now he's,
Get him, he's in, he's done.
Yeah.
You do an accent? Awesome. Perfect.
It's like Transporter, the film Transporter. I know that's not a huge film, but it used to be Jason Statham, and then they tried to get him for a couple more, but now it was the bad guy in Deadpool, British guy. He's now the Transporter. I can't remember his name now. No. But it's just like they wanted Statham, but then they got him, and hopefully he'll do a few more. But yeah, we know him, and we know him from like Deadpool and stuff, but we don't, he's not super popular.
No.
So, But yeah, good old James Bond. What else? What else movie? Got some movie news?
No movie news.
I've got. Did you hear Disney parted ways from Netflix?
What? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, so Disney are going to have their own Netflix. They're going to have their own, and it's going to come into play 2019. So basically, that means the Star Wars are going to be only on their own platform. But I think everything.
I don't want to pay for another damn platform.
That's where we're headed. We're headed with like I've got my Disney subscription, I've got my Netflix subscription, I've got my HBO, I've got my
Disney
AMC,
are big enough they can get away with it.
I think that was a smart move.
Yeah.
One thing they're doing,
but like the other ones we've heard of, like Stargate and stuff, you're like,
oh no, don't the web series because YouTube have bought Karate Kid. So they bought 10 episodes. 10 episodes. So you got YouTube Red now, which is another $10. Then you've got Netflix. Before you know it, it's going to be like $60, $70.
But it's the same as TV. It's like they can't all survive.
No, I know. You've got
when you buy a TV, like cable, whatever it is, $100 a month. Yeah. You're getting all 500 channels. Yeah. So HBO or not HBO, NBC, CBC. Yeah. But if that doesn't work in this model, because if I have to pay $10. YouTube, $10 Amazon, $10 HBO, $10. It's like I'm not paying $500 a month to watch 6 shows.
It's about having that engaging content. So like if HBO after Game of Thrones don't really have that many,
they're going to do the Game of Thrones prequels.
Well, they'll do that for the next 20 years if they can. But well, all I'm saying is like if you weren't interested in them, you can just cancel it at any time. Yeah. So they have to make sure the content's there. Like Netflix are losing Disney, so they'll have to fill it up with something else. Yeah. Netflix have got their big Will Smith show, haven't they?
Bright, the movie.
So they're spending, that's the most, $100 million on
$90 million, yeah.
So, they're trying to compete. Then you've got the HBOs of the Game of Thrones, you've got AMC's of The Walking Dead, but Walking Dead's kind of going down, so they're going to have to come up with another show. And so
that's the thing, like at least with Netflix, you're not reliant on Netflix's output.
Yeah,
because they're buying from so many.
You've got other stuff as well.
But in terms of the model, the TV stations are definitely going to decline.
I think so. Yeah,
like it's going to turn into an online TV system.
I think it will be like, if you sign up for our TV package, you'll also get the online login as well with it. Or something.
Well, I mean, I said, Netflix are buying all the others. They'll buy like a show from Britain and and they'll show it in the US and they'll say it's a Netflix original. Right. They do that all the time.
Yeah.
But Netflix are making so much money that eventually that TV station they bought the show from are going to go out of business. Yeah. Because people are like, why am I paying my TV license for ITV when I can just watch Netflix, which has the show anyway? So the thing is, it's going to get to the point where television networks are going to go right down, and then it's going to become online. But you can't create the same system that we had with TV. Like you can't have a TV license and you can't buy a cable package. Yeah. Because I buy all of these ones separate. Like all I'm saying is it's going to go back to where it was.
Yeah. No.
You're just going to have Disney buying Netflix, YouTube, Amazon, and then it'll all be in one place. Yeah. They can't all survive in the market.
No, I don't think they will. No. I do agree. Yeah, and you've got there's a PlayStation have this system called View, and it's basically they have like Netflix, HBO, and you can buy all the packages, but for discounted prices and stuff. So that's their way of trying to tackle it. So they're like, oh, we'll pay for like a package for you, and we'll get it at a discount. So then you can have HBO and you can have this. Yeah. But again, it's just gone full circle back to you're basically got one provider and he's just giving you all the
like it channels. Might get to the point of you get charged per view or something.
Yeah,
like possibly. 1 cent
possibly.
Per view of whatever you're watching.
That's an interesting way. Or view time. It's
so like if they all get in bed together, it's like you can watch HBO or you can watch AMC or you can watch
it's like credits or it's like viewpoints. It's like, you've got 2,000 credits a month and that Game of Thrones is 5 credits an episode or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Because it will just go full circle. Yeah. Because that's just a natural supply and demand. You can't have 10 subscriptions to 10 different networks.
People aren't going to play that. I think you'd have up to maybe like 3 or 4 at max. But even then, like here in Canada, you've got Crave TV, you've got Show Me that used to be around. Crave TV's Bell, Show Me that used to be around Netflix, and then Sony have got Crackle.
Yeah,
but that's
Crackle.
free actually. But yeah, I do know for a fact that there was hardly anyone out there that had Netflix, Show Me, and Crave TV, because first of all, that's $30 or $28 a month, and all their shows were overlapping with each other. So it's like, I can watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine on all three of them. I just, how can I save some money here and all that? So like you said, only a few can survive.
Yeah.
So
Disney will survive.
Disney will survive, but if they're charging $10 a month, and all I'm seeing on there is
Moana
the
2.
new Lion King and then some of the Star Wars, I don't know if it's going to keep me there. So
they'll have all their...
They'll have the kids stuff, I guess.
Disney
that'll
TV. That's
be
what I mean.
big,
like, Disney's already got a TV network.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be...
And then they'll have Pixar, so they'll probably be like Toy Story 4 is coming out on this first, or only on this.
Yeah, Star Wars Rebels cartoon and all that.
Yeah. That's going to get interesting, because I know that Apple will get into the TV market, but now they're very interested in creating their own content. So they bought Carpool Karaoke or whatever. That's so Apple own Carpool Karaoke.
From the show, the James Corden thing?
They bought it. It's theirs now. So actually the new one came out with Will Smith a couple of days ago, and it's the first.
That's weird, because he's got a new movie coming out. I don't know if you've heard.
James
it's on
Corden?
Netflix. No.
Oh, right.
Don't you understand how media works, Al?
It's
Come on, connections.
I didn't get that little joke there.
That.
But what we're trying to say is fuck them all, and we're just going to pirate it. So.
Yeah, fuck it. I know how to torrent. www.torrent.com.
Yeah.
I actually don't know if that's
actually, if you type in torrents into Google, they give you a nice little thumbnail of all the best torrent sites. It's just that's machine learning. Probably.
I saw one of those great fake news stories. It's like, real Game of Thrones fan says he's not going to watch it today. He's going to wait until tomorrow till there's a better torrent.
Yeah, that was the leak. Yeah, that's crazy, because the new Game of Thrones episode 4 got leaked ahead of time. I don't know if you knew about that, but it got leaked on Tuesday.
I've heard of it.
So then
I've heard of leaks.
I was on YouTube.
They're fake news.
I was on YouTube, this video platform.
What's YouTube?
It's just
a video platform, you say?
The veal?
The video platform?
The veal.
The veal platform.
All types of veal on YouTube. And one of the scenes from that was trending. It was the Arya. Have you seen it, by the way?
Game of Thrones?
4? Yeah.
I've heard of it. Yeah, it's supposed to be good.
Yeah,
he wakes up in a hospital and then the world's taken over.
Yeah. Episode 4, have you seen?
There's 4 episodes. Man,
this
show is taken off. This is going to be a big one.
Yep, they're going
it's going to be a popular one.
They're going big with it. They're going big.
How would you explain Game of Thrones to someone who's never seen Game of Thrones?
Bloody hell, I don't know. Family problems.
Family problems.
Man, I don't know.
Where would you even start?
I don't know.
Okay, there's a guy named Ned.
Yeah.
And forget it.
Yeah.
Dragons. Watch it, there's dragons.
Dragons, medieval times, dragons, swords.
Yeah. So it's like King Arthur.
Midgets,
it's King Arthur.
Midget sex.
Midget sex.
That's what, like, every time... Because we'd have started 7 years ago, because we're on season 7. Yeah. So every time Leia would walk in the room, it would always be Tyrion in a fucking in a brothel, like every time in the first season. So she, like, the third time she walked in, she was just like, "No, seriously, are you watching midget porn?" I was just like, "It's Tyrion,
He's a little person. He's not a midget.
They're filming midget." But great show. The Game of Thrones.
No, I saw the 4th one.
Yes.
Yeah. We were going to talk about it. So we're going to talk about it. We're the new Game of Thrones podcast.
Can for sure
because nobody in the world is talking about it.
I just wanted to talk about the leak. There was a scene with Arya fighting your friend.
Brienne of Tarth.
Yes. I swear I've been getting better at the names. But yeah.
Once I'm in it, I get the names. But it's like we watched the first episode we watched was from last season. So we're about like, I don't know.
Who is this?
Jon Snow?
Is that Bran? Is that you, Bran?
But now I'm in it. Now I know. That's Brienne of Tarth. That's Euron Greyjoy. Yeah, I got it all now.
The last couple of episodes. What were you thinking?
I tell you what. Was it? Yeah, it was the 3rd episode.
Yeah.
They've hinted at my bloody idea, my theory.
Which one was that?
John said it. And he's kind of done it again.
Which one was that?
He's like, if we're all fighting,
that
Night King's going to come.
Yeah.
He's going to kill us all.
He's going to fucking kill us all.
That's what I want. I want it to end with the Night King on the ice throne.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's going to be lovely.
And then I'll be like, you shouldn't have been playing the Game of Thrones because you all died, you idiots.
There's
and he's done it again. He did it in this episode with he took her to the caves.
That's right. Yeah.
And he's like, look at the children. Look how they dance. The little children of Stonehenge.
Yeah.
And he's like, they're playing together. and they're fighting the Night Kings. That's what we have to do.
Those Night Kings.
She's not going to do it.
She's
not going to do it.
As soon as he walked around the corner and he was like, "I got something else to show you."
Yeah.
And then you saw the Night Kings. I was like, he just fucking drew those. He's got chalk. He's got chalk in his hand. And then you go around one more and it's him banging.
She just licks it like, no. It rubs off. It
goes around one more and it's him just banging Khaleesi. He's like, this was drawn as well.
It's not me, love. It's what we have to do it.
This was drawn thousands of years ago.
If we do it, they all die.
Yeah.
See, look at it.
Yeah, that's what happens.
That's what happens. Dragon glass and knee banging you. That's how it goes.
I did get a reminder because you know that before all of this started, the world started. No, before the season 7 started, they had a trailer just to sum it all up.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Oh, okay. Well,
because we're useless.
There's a spoiler alert, but in that, it does show. Basically, it doesn't show his face, but it very much looks like Jon Snow, and he's facing the army. Much, like remember when he was facing Bolton?
Yeah,
he was there with the sword, and they were all charging him.
Yeah,
it's basically a scene like that with the White Walkers. So now it doesn't. We don't 100% know it's Jon Snow, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Sure it's Jon Snow.
So basically,
like he's
going to be all right. He's going to get that dragon glass, and there's going to be a massive battle, and it's going to be the end of this season.
Well, they're definitely building to it because that dragon one.
Yeah,
like people who have been shitting on about when are the dragons getting here.
Oh,
like
man.
the South Park thing.
Yeah.
When are the dragons getting here? They're coming. Yeah, they came.
How good was that?
That was one. I think that was better than the Battle of the Bastards.
It was up there for sure. Yeah.
Because I think it looked nicer. Some of the shots. I think the shot of Jon with the charge.
Yeah,
that's a great shot.
Yeah.
But the charge that bloody what's his name? Not Tyrion Lannister, the other Lannister, Jaime Lannister.
Yeah.
When he's on the horse through the water,
just
I was like, that's an amazing. And then I saw the video of how they shot it.
Yeah.
On like the wire and everything.
Yeah, that's
like
right.
I get as excited about how they shoot it.
Yeah.
And they had like drones and everything for the dragon shots.
What do you think happened at the end there with Jaime? So he's gone down.
I think Bran knocked him into the water.
Bran knocked him off, and they're just sinking down. But
I think that's
dead.
That's what I mean about
They're
this season's definitely movie. So. It's like a movie.
Oh yeah.
Or it's more like a regular TV show.
Well, how quick?
Because in a real Game of Thrones world, he gets knocked in the water.
Yeah.
And then the dragon just bites him.
Yeah.
But in this, it's kind of like he'll fall in the water.
Yeah.
And he'll come up on the other side of the water or on the river or whatever. Yeah. And he'll be like, "Oh shit, that was shit."
I think he's captured though.
No, I think he's sued.
Oh, really?
That's what I mean. Like, I think it's kind of fake out of like him and his gold hand are falling to the bottom.
Interesting. I thought I think he might be captured.
It could be. That would be
grab him out of there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. So
well, if he's captured, then you got that whole thing with him, Tyrion.
Yeah.
And then how they have like they don't hate each other.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be like, just help me on this.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can't help you.
That's
Cersei.
That's what I was thinking. Because they're clever with like if you look up season 7 episode 5, they show you kind of what's gonna.
Yeah. See, I don't do that. I like to see things as they happen.
Well, they don't. Well, they're clever with it because they don't show you Jaime. They don't show you, so you don't really know.
Yeah.
So, but no, that dragon scene was awesome. Seeing the behind the scenes, like of Khaleesi on it, like she was on that, the
green
screen thing, like bang on, and then Arya, just that fight scene, like showing off her skills, just totally kicking ass there.
Well, the thing I didn't get, I was watching and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then right at the end, I got like, oh, she's got that dagger.
Yeah,
Little finger's gonna be like, I get that to your brother, you prick.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but the brother's just like, chaos is a ladder, and then he's like,
his mental case.
Oh man, he's a nutter. It's not.
But that's the thing, isn't it? That's one thing actually I was going to mention. Do you know the children of the woods, the children of the forest?
Those
makes no sense, right? Yeah. Am I right? Like they haven't really fleshed that out.
What the heck? Where did
he was in a cave.
Where did
they killed Hodor?
Yeah,
and now he's like. Fucking Hannibal Lecter.
I know.
I'm like, there's a bit of a.
Did I fall asleep? But where did those tree fuckers come from? Like, where did they come from?
No, they came from like they went up past the wall, and I got that. And then they had the skeletons from like Jason and the Argonauts chasing them.
Yeah. And
then they ran under the tree.
Yeah.
And then in the roots of the tree was the guy.
Yeah.
I think it was Max von Sydow.
That's right.
And he's like the three-eyed raven.
That's the Hodor and all that lot.
And then that's all Hodor.
Yeah.
Then they get out. And then they go back to the wall. But at some point, Bran has gone mental,
nuts.
and now he's the three-eyed raven.
Yeah.
So
well,
now
he's a
like,
three-eyed raven.
I remember
as soon
what
as,
it was like.
as
to
soon
be
as
Bran.
that guy dies,
The new one has
he
to come in. Yeah.
So that was basically it. But they didn't really. I mean, we haven't really seen a lot of Bran. Like, I don't think he was in. I don't even think he was in season like.
He's
4
not. He's not a character
or 3.
that I like, and I don't think they've done enough to make me give a shit that he's now a mental case.
Yeah, yeah.
And I get it. He's like, I remember what Bran was like.
Yeah.
Like, that's good.
Nah, he needs to control a
Mental case.
friggin' dragon or something.
Exactly.
He needs to
Like you said, he's got to do
So-
something that makes him interesting. Because right now he's just like miserable prick.
And what about
Like,
our
everybody's
friends?
going to die,
Our
including
friend
you.
Bron with the. There's Bran and there's Bron.
Yeah.
Bron, who I love.
Bran is cool.
I thought he was a gunner. I thought he was a
Yeah.
gunner. So here's what I thought was going to happen. You know when he had the crossbow thing?
Yeah.
I thought Tyrion was going to come down and say like, and I was going to just stab him in the back and say like, you can't kill my queen. I thought that would have been kind of cool. But I also like Bron, so I'm glad he's still around. But
He's going to have to go soon, though.
he's going soon.
He has
He's going
played his look out at this point.
big time. Yeah.
He might get killed on the next one.
He might get killed. Like Jamie might.
They get captured. And
Well,
she's
Jamie
like,
might be the one that's climbing over on the other side, but Bron's captured or something, you know. But it's going to be interesting because Bron and Tyrion,
yeah.
and then Tyrion's going to be like, "Oh, you should keep him alive," and then she's going to be like,
Well, this is the thing of it happened in that episode too. With what's her name? I can't even pronounce her name. I know her name. Can't pronounce it. Melisandre, the red witch.
yeah.
And she won't even go talk to John
Oh,
because
yeah.
John and the other fella will kill her.
Not on good talking terms.
He will
there.
definitely kill her.
Yeah.
He won't even wait.
Yeah.
But that's what happened again in this one. Is John bumps into Theon. He's like, the
Oh,
reason you're not
yeah,
dead.
yeah. That was a good scene.
And
that
it's
was
just
tense.
We're getting
So,
to the point where all of these things are starting to weave together, which
big time.
I don't think that would happen in the books.
Right, yeah.
Because a lot of the books is, you never get resolution. You never get satisfied.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's over. No, he's dead. No, he's gone.
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't get that satisfaction of like, oh, we're going to feed Ramsay to his dogs. But the show's definitely gone down that route of like, we're going to set things up and then we're going to pay them off.
Yeah.
Which is good. Like, it's interesting. I'm still wanting to see where the books go when George Martin gets them out.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it would be as clean as it is.
It won't be. No, I don't think so. I mean, even just the little things.
And I know it's a different setup now. Like, Tyrion's not with Daenerys at this point or whatever.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I like the way they're moving a lot quicker. And I know there's only 7 episodes because even when John says, "Oh, the Queen's not here," and then it cuts to her attacking, I'm like, they got there quickly. That would have been a whole episode at least.
Yeah, back in the day,
So,
it'd be like
I'm not
6
sure-
weeks to get across the water.
I'm a little confused with the map, like what's going on, where people
that
are.
clockwork
but
map
yeah.
doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, because I have a feeling next episode, or definitely the one after, White Walkers are going to be already in like Winterfell.
Yeah,
and it's
John's
gonna
going to be
whoa.
riding his way up. Being like,
Yeah.
oh no.
So, but man, it just gets you going. This Game of Thrones, like that last scene with the dragon, like you said, it's up there with Battle of the Bastards, and like we just couldn't stop. I didn't want to blink. I was just like, I haven't had a TV show like that for a long time.
There's a thing though that I can understand as a Game of Thrones. This is one little point was when Sam, after he's healed Mormon, he doesn't get rewarded. Like the maester's like, well, what do you think? I was going to give you a reward.
Yeah.
Write all these manuscripts out.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're still dragging that shit out. Like in a
Yeah.
7-episode season.
Yeah.
It's like Sam should really have gotten to the point of being like, oh, I know how to help John. Like, I know he said this is where the dragon glass is, but it's like, are you just building to the point where Sam gets killed now?
I know.
Because
Yeah. He's
it
just
doesn't seem to be a point.
He's a
to it.
lingering character. Like he needs to get out there with friend.
Because I thought what would happen at the very least is he saves Joel Momon.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. He saves him, and then he says something about the dragons, or he says something about the walkers to him. Be like, if you ever bump into Lord Snow, tell him Sam says this.
Yeah.
And I didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
Like Sam, that storyline for me is just really dragging.
I agree. Like I thought he would be out that library like an episode or 2 ago.
Even be a maester. Even be like, oh, here you go. Read this book.
Fucking
Maybe you're right. Maybe there's a bunch of...
Grow some balls. Like I grow some balls with the bloody taking the skin off, whatever. But after that, just be like, okay, now.
But that's the thing. It
now
didn't
I'm
go
leading away.
anywhere.
It didn't go anywhere.
It felt like a Game of Thrones thing that it didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
But in this kind of tight few episodes, it's a waste of time.
Become the new Bran. So,
He's the new Bran.
No one cares about that storyline. But
Yeah, I'm excited. New one.
Yep.
New one on Sunday.
I had to check it, and it was seven this season, and then next season 6.
The next one is the 5th one.
Yeah, so we're
That's
running
an
3
hour.
away.
And then the one after that's an hour 10. And then the one after that's an hour 20.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's getting ramping right up.
That's going to be good. That's
until
going to
that
be good.
Night King comes and kills them all.
Yeah. Well,
Final episode this season, he's going to kill everybody. And they're going to say season 7 was a lie.
I was on IMDb and I was looking up the names of the episodes. I'm like, oh, what are they going to give away? And they're only releasing them 1 week at a time. So next week's on Sundays is Eastwatch something. So,
okay.
But
so
I was just wondering if the last
Night King, yeah.
So I was just wondering if the last one was like, John is dead. This is like giving it away.
Funeral for John.
Yeah, funeral for John. So. But nah, super pumped to watch that
like
every week.
The Last Stark.
Yeah.
That would be which one's the Last Stark? It's like Star Wars.
And
I don't know
brackets,
who's the Last Jedi.
Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I got on my movies list there. It's exciting times in all departments of tech, gaming, and movies.
Well, the last thing then I just wanted to mention was Dunkirk, which I've seen.
Yeah, man.
You haven't seen it. I can't really spoil it.
Yeah.
It's a true story.
Of course.
We know about it because it happened where we grew up. It was in our history books.
Yeah.
A lot of people might not know it here, so might be a spoiler.
I don't think a lot of people do know it, actually.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen the movie, you don't really want me to spoil it, move on.
Yeah,
I'm going to try not to, but
sure.
The story is pretty simple. It's the Dunkirk, not invasion, the escape.
Yeah.
There was hundreds of thousands of British soldiers trapped in France, and then the only way to get them out was to get all these civilian boats to come.
Sure.
And the reason they couldn't get the big destroyers to come is because they had the U-boats.
Mm.
Like the Germans were just... And that's the thing about this movie is there's no Germans in it. It's like a horror movie. Like they're just...
You don't see the enemy?
You see planes and you see bombers, but there's no soldiers. The opening scene is... Not to spoil it for anything, but it's the opening scene is like... There's guys getting shot at, but you don't see them who's shooting at them.
That's a very interesting take. So.
And it's this brilliance. The film is brilliant.
Yeah.
But I can't recommend it.
Oh yeah?
Like I love it because it's a film nerd's dream.
Right.
It's shot in 70mm.
Yeah.
It's all the planes are real planes. They're remade and they work properly. It's all authentic. They have thousands of extras. You know, Nolan doesn't do CGI.
Yeah.
And it's nearly all done with Hans Zimmer's score. That's what I was telling you. Like the music in it is just the whole thing is like 90% sound,
right?
But no talking. There's a few little lines of dialogue.
Okay.
And it's just this kind of horror movie of just like tension building again and again. I'm like, this is amazing. I love it. I loved it.
Okay.
But I wouldn't recommend it because it's not a movie.
Yeah. Okay.
Like it's not a Saving Private Ryan of like action or like emotion.
Yeah.
Like there's not a lot of that. It's just like a lot of guys like looking shell shocked.
That's what I was hearing. And also the other thing that I didn't know is it's told from 3 different storylines.
Yeah, it's a very kind of clever little system of 3 stories all converging at the same point.
Yeah.
So what happens, you know the Nolan way of like jumping time?
Kind of.
He kind of does that.
Okay.
In this. Like he kind of jumps from where he is like a few days before, a few days after.
Yeah.
But all of it comes together at the same moment.
Okay.
But it's 3 stories. It's Tom Hardy's pilot.
Yep.
It's one of the civilian ships.
Yeah.
Coming to rescue them.
Yeah.
And then it's...
Isn't it Scarecrow or something?
Scarecrow's on that.
Yeah.
Cillian Murphy's on that.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan loves working with him as well. And the other guy's on it. I can't remember his damn name. He won the Best Supporting Actor for Bridge of Spies. He's a good actor. He was in the BFG. He played the BFG.
Okay.
But he's in it, and it's his boat. And then the third story is just the main story everyone's seen, which is the kid on the beach.
Okay.
Trying to get off the damn beach.
Right.
And it's just so well done. Like everything's in a... Like it's everything I love as a movie of like... It's all pictures.
Yeah.
Very little sound.
Yeah.
And it's just Christopher Nolan knows exactly what he's doing. And everything's framed beautifully. And you see it in IMAX.
Did you see it in IMAX?
Yeah, I saw it in IMAX.
Nice.
If you're going to watch it, you're going to watch it because you're a film nerd, watch it in IMAX.
Right, yeah.
Because the sound in it is so important.
Okay.
It's huge explosions and that ticking goddamn music.
Oh,
it's just...
That was clever. Yeah.
But that's the music.
Nice.
And it's kind of like Hans Zimmer did it on The Dark Knight.
Okay.
You know the Joker's theme where it just goes.
Yeah.
And is that continuously getting up, but it never gets annoying.
Right.
It's like he did it on this, where you have that tick, tick, tick.
Damn.
But you're just like, how is this not?
I could see those guys just getting in a room and just busting that out, and then you know, just like the way Hans does his music, and then Nolan's just like, I want it like this, a little bit like what you did on Dark Knight. But
I think a big thing though is like I'm a bit of a World War II historian. I love the films and books and all that. Yeah. So for me, the emotion came from like I understood it. Right. A little bit like I was connected to it in a lot of ways. Like, I know that war, like that war's affected my homeland, and you're like totally. Yeah. So when I see the guys looking miserable, I'm like, that gets shitty. You. I get it. I get it immediately, but it doesn't really earn that kind of thing. Like, nobody in it does anything where you're like, oh, that old champ. Sure. You know, there's none of that. There's no like they start off and he learns how to be like a soldier, and then he goes off and you feel for it. It's not like Hacksaw Ridge. Yeah. There's none of that. Okay. Starts on bloody. Do you think that a lot of people will be expecting that, or do you? No, that won't come out it won't come out as a negative. That it's not like, you know, here's your start, middle, and finish. Like I know it has that, but not in, you know, building a character or like it doesn't have any. It has a couple of moments of but no moments where you're like woohoo. Well, it's not like it's reviewing badly because of that. So I think the only thing would be if you went in expecting a kind of Hacksaw Ridge. I think I had two. I've heard 3 reviews from it, or not reviews, but just like kind of summaries, and 2 of them had the same problem with something in it. They said that when it was cutting between one of the storylines, they were confused because 2 of the guys kind of looked the same, and they didn't know it was. Yeah. They didn't know that it was cutting to a different. They were like, "Oh, we're on this. Oh, we're on him. I thought we were just looking at him back there or something." Yeah. So. I heard that from 2 separate people. Yeah, I know the moment they're on about it. Yeah. Yeah, and then the only other thing was I could tell when they were talking about it, I was like, how is it? Did you like it? I think both their initial reactions was, oh, I was expecting like a Hacksaw Ridge, you know, like, but it wasn't a negative for them. I just think they were like, oh, I wasn't really sure what to expect, but I got this. I think you're not going to expect, if you're expecting that kind of film, the action-y war, you're not getting it. Like I said, if it's anything, it's a thriller horror kind of thing of just like, this is awful. Yeah. And with everyone looking the same, I think that was kind of the point of like, of course, everyone looks the same. Because it's like they're all wearing the same uniform. Yeah. And they're all just kids that are lost. Yeah. Like they're 18, 19-year-old kids. Yeah. I think it was great. There's one scene in the trailer. I'm just curious to see if there's more, or if that particular scene was awesome. Where you see them at the end. The water's coming in, and the camera kind of turns sideways or something. Those scenes are horrible. Yeah, that looked really good. Is there more than one scene like that? Then? Oh, when the boats are flipping and stuff. Yeah. And you're watching, you're just like, oh god, that's awful. Yeah, because you can just feel like you're claustrophobic. Died. Yeah, claustrophobic. Yeah. That's the other thing. Like when I watch a war movie, I'm very much aware it happened. You want to, like even with Hacksaw Ridge, I'm like, that happened. Yeah. Like the thing that was the most effective for me watching Hacksaw Ridge was at the end when they had the interview with the actual Desmond Doss. Oh, sure. Okay. And I was like, oh, this was a real guy. Yeah. Who actually, it didn't happen exactly like that, but he went to war and he had to pick up his dead buddies and shit. Yeah. That's always what gets me. So with Dunkirk, I'm like, shit. Yeah. You got to put yourself, I mean, the movie like that, especially if you see it in IMAX, really puts you in that situation. Yeah. I know they got some veterans to go and watch it and they were like, God, it's too real. Yeah. So. And a lot of it has a lot of throwbacks to old war films, like the World War II films. Yeah. Oh, Charlie's coming in at 6 o'clock. Where the guys got the mask on and you can just see their eyes. Tom Hardy not showing his face again. Yeah, but that works. Like that's a throwback. And then the other thing, obviously, is it's all authentic. Oh yeah. They had, I think, a lot of the boats they use in the movie were boats that did the Dunkirk evacuation. Oh, fantastic! That's really good. It has it at the end, like special thanks to these boats and stuff. The actual boats. And it's like, it's just something else. It's very hard to say it's a bad movie. I can see people not liking it. Sure. But I don't think anybody who didn't like it could say it's a bad movie. Because it's so epic and so perfectly done that you got to watch it. Yeah. And if you're going to watch it, just go watch it in IMAX. Go see it IMAX or even the... I know Nolan got a bit of stick because he's saying, oh, Netflix isn't for theatrical. And he's right. Like, you go watch this in IMAX and you tell me there's anywhere else in the world that has an experience like that. It just doesn't happen. Or 70mm, you can see it in you can see actual true
how he filmed it. So that's awesome, man. Yeah, I've just been busy, but it's definitely on the list. That one is above Planet of the Apes for me. So
yeah, I think I will see it. When you see Planet of the Apes, let me know. I'll talk about that.
Yeah.
We should probably do. We should have done it a week ago. Should have done a commentary for Planet of the Apes.
I know. Yeah. So many plans.
We'll do the old one. We'll do the 60s one.
Yeah, we should do. Yeah.
Oh, you like it?
I like that. I just grew up with that stuff. So
yeah.
Loved
or we
it.
can watch the shitty Planet of the Apes 4, whatever.
Oh, the Mark Wahlberg one?
We were going to do that one. We were going to do the Mark
That was
Wahlberg.
the Rant one. Yeah. So that was the one where Get Me That Spaceman doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
So we'll pull up that trailer. So
yeah, so that's it for this week.
Yeah, it's been a good one. Good little catch up there.
We'll be back to normal.
We'll be back,
Normal-ish.
and we'll be on episode 20.
Yes.
And then
2-0.
Up and onwards from there. But thanks for tuning in, guys, and stay tuned for our 15K giveaway.
Yeah, it's just a giveaway.
Yeah,
contest. Not a contest. It's a giveaway.
Yeah.
You don't have to do bloody anything except make a comment. It's easy.
So easy. We're going to be commenting.
Yeah. So thanks for listening. Thanks for wearing your fingerless gloves.
Oh yes.
Everything.
there's always something that you pick up on. So always a pleasure, and please come again.
Yeah. If you want to get in touch with us, it's @rantandbollocks@gmail, and then it's @rantandbollocks on Twitter, and it's Rant and Bollocks on Twitch too. If you want to start following us over there.
Hell yeah.
Al's playing usually every weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna try and do some every day, just getting crates, selling it on the black market. So
yeah, I was playing every weekend, and then by the end of this year, we should be playing every week.
Yeah,
we'll have like a regular gaming.
We'll
night.
be playing together,
exactly,
as a family. Respect.
Yeah, so send us any questions or any films you want us to rant and commentate on.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Alios. Boom.
Hey guys, if you like what you heard, subscribe or don't. It's your life. You can do what you want.
Yeah, if you like what you heard, check out the full episode. We're on YouTube and iTunes.
Thanks, guys. He didn't say thanks because he's a prick.